Yo. Is it working? My microphone? Hello, mic check. I don't think I'm gonna do any. I ain't gonna do any cuts on this. I also just made a whole matcha tea. Matcha tea. It's more like a latte. It is like, let me put this down here on the floor. It's like about it's 4 p.m. right now. Let me put this also on the floor. So this might be one of the more vulnerable videos that I'm actually choosing to make. I can't believe I'm actually choosing to make this. Also, this isn't real. This is from like Temu or from China. But the whole reason why, sorry, I was just listening to something on here. The reason actually why I wanted to make this video is I feel like it's a really vulnerable video. And maybe if you're seeing from the title, because I was just thinking about it, I feeling like a failure at like 30 years old. I didn't expect to be, I honestly expected for me to hit and get all my dreams. I say get, but achieve all the dreams and the things that I thought that I was gonna succeed at like 23. And I even went all in on all of those different things. I spent my life savings in order to make different side hustles work, making the business that I'm currently in now try to work. My brother's my business partner in this as well. But yeah, honestly, let me start with let me tell you why. Let me tell you why these whole the different trajectories and everything that I'm kind of going through and doing. If you can kind of see from my channel from here, I made the channel back in like 2009. I thought I was going to be a whole content creator, and then I fell into all this laziness. And also just different life things actually happening. I guess I'm actually jumping around from stories from place to place. Let me just explain to where I am now, and then I'll go backwards. Right now I'm 30. I'm currently living in my childhood home here with my parents. I haven't really moved out either. I've had 2 weeks of just travel that I've experienced what independence kind of feels like, what independence kind of looks like for me, and honestly I loved it. And the only way for me to, I guess, achieve that kind of thing was for me to work in these different jobs that I honestly hated. Which is obviously like factory, retail, construction. I ended up leaving all those construction things to do my dad's business, because I'm thinking, oh man, I'm just this entrepreneur. I give myself the identity of an entrepreneur, you know? That's actually why I talk a lot about identity on here. I think I have a video about talking about identity, especially from someone from a team member in me and my brother's business. But yeah, I'm just feeling that way because there's something that honestly I've realized as well, just reaching this age. I'm single, 30, living at home. And so honestly, where I want to go in the trajectory is obviously I don't know. Well, not that I don't know. I'd want to have a family one day. I thought I'd be having kids by now, but also those relationships that I used to have with all these different people back then, they obviously didn't. A little windy, so if I speak like this, it might be a little bit better. I wasn't expecting those. Well, I guess I was expecting them. They're relationships that I weren't really feeding into, but at the same time, I'm like not shocked as to how those relationships panned out, especially because of the trajectory and the things that I wanted to do in life. I wanted to travel. Drive my dream vehicles, have a dream home, all these ambitions. And I know there's worse, there are places where people have worse situations where they're feeling like they're failures. like maybe people who are older in the almost in the same similar positions. But this is my vlog, and this is just me sharing just the different things that I'm actually kind of going through. I don't know if these I have no idea why it is that I'm gonna just throw this shit all up on the internet. Maybe in hopes of turning something like this into a career and finding a way to do it. So yeah, let me go back now. In 2009, I've wanted to become a content creator since like 2009. I made like all these different stupid videos, like following the path of like Ryan Higa and like just doing skits and stuff. But like I never fell in love with skits. I fell in love with vlogging, but my life also I felt like wasn't that interesting in order to just post that stuff on a daily. And I also didn't necessarily have any knowledge aside from like video game knowledge. All I did was like binge video games. I binged a whole shit ton of anime. I've done cosplays, made some cosplays and everything, but also found that it's not necessarily, I wouldn't call it a passion. It's something that I probably would do if like money wasn't really an issue, but at the same time, if money really wasn't an issue, that I'd probably be going out, experiencing life, going out, experiencing different foods. I love food. And also still doing the whole personal development thing. I punted my whole 20s reading all these different personal development books, which also feels like it goes alongside. It's also the reason why I feel like I feel like a failure at this age, because of the trajectory of all the different things that I've honestly comparing, seeing other people and everything, but also the things that I know. Like I can't be ignorant to the things that I know, and I can see it. It's like I have all the answers to all of the different things and the problems. It's almost like the Solomon paradox, you know? I can give myself all the advice in the world for someone else, but when it comes to me following my own advice just doesn't work out. And that's the craziest thing, because one of the things that I've done was make a whole lot of videos. Just like this one. I made a whole lot of videos, but I never ended up uploading any of them. Wasting time, thinking that it's not good enough, thinking that it's inadequate, it's kind of like embarrassing, cringy, almost. Yeah, I punted my whole 20s just working out, developing mentally. I went on a whole personal development journey, honestly, because of a heartbreak. It really shattered my world back in high school and everything. But from there, it sent me on a whole personal development journey. I read a shit ton of books, gone to the gym consistently until COVID, and then COVID happened. I'm back consistently again at the gym, just doing things. But it's kind of crazy that it's the same fucking gym, same shit that I'm doing. Like it's very evident, and if anyone that knew me were to guess at what time and where it is that I would be at, they can definitely guess what I'm doing. It's predictable. To me, I feel like that's a little bit sad, especially because these people have known me from like high school and stuff. Where's Kevin? Where's he gonna be at? Oh, he's probably at home, helping out his dad with his business. Bro, I hate that business. It's not that, like, it feeds the family, and I'm super appreciative of it. But no one talks about how getting older, your parents also get older, and I see it. It's sad that it's almost as if I'm dependent on their income when it's not. I guess it is their income, let me just put it that way. Because he's the one that's out there getting these jobs that we are gonna be working at. I go there, help the team, finish those jobs, and I work just like a supervisor, like a manager for all the people on the team, and making sure that all those things that get done. But it's not my passion. And even if it isn't my passion, it's not something that I want to be doing. It's not something that I saw myself doing. In all honesty, I thought that content creating was going to be my thing, but I also have not found my voice in doing this because I haven't been uploading. I haven't uploaded. I haven't done anything to build up an audience to be able to do anything like that. So yeah, I still have all these like dreams and aspirations. Man, this is such an embarrassing video to actually be making. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to upload it, but I feel like to get out of my comfort zone is something that I have to upload and be transparent about, especially because I feel like there's a lot of guys that are also in my position as well. They've given up on like university, college, because it's been the popular thing to be an entrepreneur, to be your own business owner, to have your own thing that you can call yours that makes a shit ton of money. You're driving the Lambos, having the nice shit, having a girl and all that crap. I fell into this, I would I call it the entrepreneur trap? It's not really a trap. It's more like a decision, a choice that you actually make. And honestly feeling almost stuck because you get so deep into something that you thought was for you that like exiting, making a change feels like the failure. It feels like you've let yourself down. It feels like you've let a whole lot of people down. Like if there's anything, the judgments of like the people around me that I think, like my parents, brothers, business partners, family, friends, just all these different expectations is something that it's like I judge myself on. Like I know these people aren't thinking about me and the decisions that I'm making. At the same time, I feel like my parents are, because they only want to see me succeed. My brother is someone that I think would want to see me succeed, no matter what it is that I do. And yes, I've done the whole therapy thing, and I've also gone to ChatGPT about doing it. I mean, therapy is expensive as shit. It's so expensive. Like, you can freaking go and do it. So I've supplemented a lot of that with ChatGPT as well. So that's just one of those things on my mind. I can say that I'd say that I'm a hopeless romantic type of person. Like all I'd want is just one girl, just to have a wife, have a kid, and just kids. Treat her well, and just build with her. One girl, not this like Dan Bilzerian playboy lifestyle, money, yacht, girls. I thought that's what I wanted in my 20s too, which is fucking pathetic as shit too. But nothing ever really panned out, huh? I guess thank goodness I wouldn't have been able to see those different lessons that I guess I'm realizing now. Business, making exits. The one wild card about all of this stuff is the fact that there's emotions. The emotions, wants, passions, the different things that I personally would want. Maybe is the reason why I'm also I sabotage myself when it comes to just success and entrepreneurship and stuff. I can talk about our business as well. I got into it because it seemed like the profitable thing to do. You go into the financial services industry and it's all profit. What they don't tell you is, yes, it is all profit, but it's also a lot of result-based thing. You gotta love it. You gotta love doing what you do. And I do love showing people the financial education aspect of everything that we teach. I love it. I love that part because it's my first appointments were with my parents, and I saw the fact that how they were struggling when it came to money, and the fact that they didn't know shit when it came to money. I thought that they knew everything. Same with me now. I made these bad financial decisions when it came to just scaling and building a business. Broke, living at home, not giving up. I still have these different things that I'd like to do, but honestly, I'm thinking that this content creation thing is something that's been what I've always wanted to do. I don't know what it is that I'm gonna share, what it is that I'm gonna teach. Like, I'm thinking of going also into fitness, but not coaching. I don't want to coach when it comes to fitness. Although I like it's easy to do I think it's easy personally for me to do the whole fitness thing, and I know that there's a whole lot of beginners that want to go and do something very similar to that. Anyways, like just getting into the gym, getting in shape, getting healthy. Different foods that you can eat to help you gain muscle, to lower fat. I don't want to be a personal trainer. Like, all I knew was when I was a kid, when I was younger, is I just wanted to have freedom. Just the freedom to do anything and whatever it is that I want to do. And just spanning now, after 30 years of living on this planet, that I haven't been able to experience that kind of freedom. It feels depressing almost, but at the same time, I'm not looking to have the sympathy or to be in that depressive state. I want to do, I guess I'm doing something about it right now by putting this out there. Albeit being very transparent, and it is very embarrassing for me to say it, but also, ego aside, I think that's one of the things that's gotta happen in order to, you gotta look like a fool, you gotta look stupid, you gotta look, and I guess feel embarrassed about these things. But my life is a testimony and an example of, I guess, what not to do. Feeling like that you have all these different expectations in order to hit, even if quote unquote temporary, something's gotta happen in order for you to make that temporary not last forever. Because I'm hoping that it's not gonna last forever, and I know and I understand that life happens in cycles and stuff, but I've not seen these cycles yet. And as much as I did, I went and blew it because I wanted that taste of freedom so badly. And so it's crazy. 2023 was when I went to Japan. That was like my first real taste of freedom. I know that I got a car. I'm managing my car. I'm helping paying the bills here. I'm paying for internet, water, utilities. So it's not like I'm a deadbeat doing jack shit. But to be living at home, talking to a girl living at home, man, that feels so embarrassing for me at 30. I know there's other people that are like that as well, and honestly, one of the thoughts is, if you're talking to a girl and if you're living at home at 30 and they have a problem with it, especially even if you have like dreams and aspirations, ambition, goals, things that you want to achieve in life, and you're doing something about it, even if you're 30 living at home, it's respectable. I think it's still respectable. It's like this heavy judgment, this heavy like male judgment about like all these different things that other men say online that really feed into the whole depression and beating oneself up. I feel like I'm one of the hardest. Oh no, I think I've been yapping and it's not been recording. Oh, it is recording. Oh, I can't even see. I think I have a minute left. I'm gonna hit the record button and then do it again. Hold on, let me just do it now before I start yapping on a tangent and then I lose my train of thought. Honestly, I don't even have a whole goal for this video other than to just share some thoughts about feeling like I'm a failure. Ooh, it's a little pity party. I'm not looking for a pity party. Like, I go ask myself some advice and I'll get it too. Like, I do that Alex Hormozy thing where you have a conversation with your 85-year-old self. I call him Solomon. I think he calls him the same. Where he gives me advice. I'm looking at it from the lens of there and I'm just addressing it with my problems. And honestly, it's good like advice, practical, logical advice. But it also, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't hit the emotional aspect of it almost. Like, that's the wild card of it all, the emotion. the human want. Like, I went from blue collar to white collar. I'm finding that, like, I didn't need to learn about the white collar work. Like, I can do sales, I can do all that. It's not something that I want to do. I know sales isn't life. Okay, yeah, I get it. I know. Be successful if you just go and learn sales. Like, I'm pretty sure that there are people that are on here that don't know sales but are still really successful. You know, one of the people I'm actually watching today, Togi. I've seen Togi. That guy is literally lifestyle maxing to the max. Drugs, gambling. Does he party? I don't know about partying. I just know that this guy does a lot of drugs, does a lot of fucking spending, gambling. Honestly, I feel like it's like luck that's been on his side, but at the same time, it's like his desire. It was something that he's wanted when he was younger. That's why he went into like business management or whatever it is that he went into. I'm not even a fan of his. I've consumed literally less than 5 minutes of his content, but I was able to get a whole lot of that just from Googling his name, seeing some comments, and just leaving it at that. I'm not gonna judge the guy either about his lifestyle. He's in a place that, shit, I'd like to be. Having all that money and that lifestyle and being able to pay off and retire his parents and stuff. Like, if there's one dream that I really want to freaking achieve is retiring my parents. They've worked too freaking hard. They've literally left their whole family for their entire life to come here across the world and start a whole brand new life. And now there's no going back. There's no rewinding time except moving time forward. Time only moves forward. What am I saying? There's no like rewinding time. There's no like redoing it. Maybe one of the things that I'm actually gonna do is just fucking videos of whatever it is that I want. I love eating. And you can probably tell, like, I've grown from how I was back then. I was literally skinny. I went into high school at 90 pounds, less than 100 pounds. It's a sign for concern going into high school at like 90 pounds. What I did to freaking overcome that, I pretended I was Luffy and I just ate anything that I saw. And now it's almost as if, I guess I don't really have a food addiction. I've been fasting, minus the latte that I got here. But yeah, just been fasting, just trying to fix the whole gut health. Just lately, that is. Because I feel like mentally I'm in a place of like just depression of where I'm at. Not that I'm depressed. I just don't like where I'm at. Like 5 years in the financial services business, all alongside building a blue-collar business with my dad. Like, that's why I'm here by myself, by the way, at 4 p.m. in the afternoon on a Thursday. It is on a Thursday. Just doing some reflection on... Is it recording? It's still recording. Okay. Just doing some reflection on a camera that I'm gonna post on the internet for the freaking world to see, because I need to get out of that comfort zone of just recording and then just not posting because of, I don't know, the laziness of just editing. And I'd rather edit. I love editing. I love freaking playing around on Adobe software. Adobe software is expensive as shit too. Just doing freelancing and stuff. Not even freelancing. I just don't even want to put those towards like other, like working for other people. I want to be my own thing, that where I can get my own freedom. I guess freedom and building is just one of those things that I really want. And it's almost, I guess in 2025 there's like a billion ways to get there, that I don't have to lock myself into just one thing in order to do. Because when I came with the belief, or I don't know, the different advices that I've got, especially in business, hustle culture and all of that, that you need to focus down on one thing and you got to do it for an extraordinary period of time. You got to do an ordinary thing for an extraordinary period of time in order to succeed. I can see truth in that. I can see the truth in that. It's happened in just a lot of different things, but well, I go to the gym and I do that. If anything, the most consistent thing that I've had in my life is literally going to the gym. I'm the only one in my family who's been so consistent in going to the gym. I'll go every day, every evening. I'll even record my workouts, post them on social media, short forms on social media. I've had travel vlogs with my family, and it's not like I don't dislike. It's not like I dislike my family either. I love them to death. But bro, at 30 years old, I want to have my own independence. Sometimes I hate waking up and just being like, oh man, they're making all this noise when I just want to like lay down, sleep without having any noise, having that peace. But at the same time, like, I love these guys. I love these people. So yeah, I guess this video is my transparent video that I'm just gonna be posting up here. I want to try to give some value on here on YouTube with just all the things that I guess I know. Different things from books, things from working out, just doing all of these different things, I guess, and sharing what I've learned from doing these things. It's not like you can't live 30 years and not do or know anything. I guess aside from movies, I love movies too, but like I like watching them. Then I have this analytical mind where I guess what happens in the movie before things actually happen, and then like I kind of spoil it myself because I just keep on guessing, almost like a detective. But that's lame. I like twists in movies. Twists in movies are nice and good, but you know, I guess that whole focusing on one thing is not something that my ape brain wants to freaking go ahead and do. So I'm just thinking that I'm making this because I just want to live my own life at this point. Man, it's feeling like I feel like I'm tied down to all these responsibilities that I'm forcing myself into in my mind. It's crazy. All the problems that stem in your life all come from within here. And it's not like you're doing anything wrong either. I mean, what is it that I do? Work on my car. Yeah, that's one of the things. I work on my car. Maybe once in a while I'll make a cosplay. I mean, I have the Berserk armor that I made templates on. And actually I'm selling those. I'm selling that template. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna try to make some short form of it, and hopefully that can give me like a kickstart on actually wanting to pursue this, because man, I love doing this. Bro, I'm by myself talking to a camera and this feels normal and natural to me. I take care of my dog. Little Yuki. My little snowball. I've always wanted her since I was like a little child. They're like little Pokemon, and I've always wanted like a little Pokemon. I found out that Pokemon aren't real, but I wanted like a cute little monster thing. So I just 3 years ago, impulsively got a dog. And now also having another responsibility and payment to deal with. And it also doesn't help that and these different business ventures and all these different things that has happened ever since then, that there's just piles of debt from bad decisions. And honestly, they're not even decisions. They're not decisions I've made either. If it were up to me, I would have strategically done things differently. But now the whole family is almost in a hole, in a rut of almost being able to, not even able to, but being forced to work until we die, one by one, because of debt. Debt because of a person's decision making. debt because of a person's decision. Not my decision, but that also puts the power in someone else's hands, and so I don't have the right to complain about that kind of stuff. The best way for me to deal with that stuff is for me to go independently. And I know that it's not the popular thing to do, especially coming from a household that is very family oriented, but like if the family isn't doing good for you and you're over the age of 18, that also means that you have the choice to have free will and think independently and to act independently. You don't need your parents at that point. But I can fortunately say that I love my parents. Like, I have a great relationship with them. Albeit we do have our disagreements with a few beliefs and stuff, but we can talk it out. It's not a relationship where, oh, you're forced into this and that. We can talk it out, which is something that I really, really appreciate. Like, it's a luck of a draw to be able to have parents that can communicate with you like that. Now I'm just ranting. Now there's just a long ass rant of just nonsense that's going on in my life. But yeah, I guess the one thing is I'm talking to this girl right now. I think I like her, but also I'm learning from past experiences and past relationships that I need to treat myself with the respect to, if anything, like deal breakers and stuff, if anything, that I can just walk away, because the value isn't chase, man. Now my ADHD brain too, like I'm hearing these motors, that engine, man, I really would love to work on a car, like on a drift car. My brother got a sim racing wheel and just been learning how to drift on that. I'd rather learn how to drift on that, because man, drifting on a real car, expensive as fuck. Now what was I saying? I was talking about this girl. No, I wasn't talking about a girl. I was talking about just like having the respect for yourself in a relationship to be able to walk away because you have the value in yourself. That's the self-respect. So that's one of the things that I think I lacked in. Maybe it's something I've been lacking from way before my, like up until I guess recently. It's that whole idea of self-respect, that you need to have that value in yourself in order to walk away from a situation that isn't good for you, or a situation that is preventing you from growing. Sometimes growing isn't good too, especially if you're not fitting into a thing. But I guess if you want to grow, you don't fit into the thing, you gotta move. That's a crazy thing, isn't it? What a wild thing. But yeah, I guess this is my way of moving. Just recording this. Now I'm just gonna have to splice these videos together and just throw it up on the internet. Oh my god, it is embarrassing. Shit, I hope that the people that I know actually don't see this. That's gonna be embarrassing. Fuck. I know my boys know about a few of these. Actually, a few of them do know about like all this stuff. And I really appreciate them. These are the guys that, man, for some reason they have no reason to stay loyal, but man, they are. I love these guys. What a blessing to have this kind of like a life like this. But I want to be able to produce something, build something. Is this still recording? Oh, it is. Okay. This camera is something that I had from way into 2015. Like, this is my first camera from when I went into my media course in college. Now I'm just yapping. And I'm an introvert. It's crazy, isn't it? The introvert's the one that actually just yaps about. Now at the point of making this video too, I only have like 200 subscribers. And I doubt that 200 subscribers is gonna be able to like watch down this far. I'm just yapping about. No one has that attention span nowadays. They all just wanna hop onto TikTok and just scroll mindlessly and just doom scroll. Rot to the brain. Then you run into guys like Higher Up Wellness. Higher Up Wellness is out there just talking about just bettering yourself, performing, and honestly it's all regurgitate. Everything that, even what I'm saying, is all just regurgitation of just the personal development and different things that I've been able to do over years of reading and over years of like trial and error. in different endeavors, trying to make something stick. Nothing really stuck, unless me just showing up to like this business that needs results and not me not producing the results. And even if I do produce those results, it's not enough to like more, needs more, it requires more. But I guess that's it. So I think that's all from this video. I laid out a whole lot of ambitions and then and a whole lot of different problems that I guess I'm personally going through. Oh, how embarrassing. And then what goes through my mind is what? It's embarrassing for a person to have like problems? It's embarrassing for someone to... Jeez, man. Like, since when is it embarrassing for a person to have problems? There's no perfect person. Jesus Christ is a perfect person. God's perfect. Even then, these are just those different trials and tribulations that we all have to personally go through, I guess. Don't know. All I can do is just hop on here in the camera and just yap about. And that is what I do. What I'll do. What I have done. I'm gonna go and edit a bunch of the videos that I have, like the different vlogs that I have, and just throw them up there. The Book of Kevin. You know, it's actually kind of crazy that there's a whole lot of Asian Kevins. A lot of Kevins. You think about Kevin, you think about an Asian guy. An Asian male. Like, what is this like rise in popularity with Kevins? It's crazy. Like, all guys are all into the same shit too. Working out, cars, making money. But then some of them are also have those outliers and stuff of like they're just different interests and stuff. But I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for myself. I like cars, personal development. I like going to the gym. Helps me keep my mind off a lot of shit because there's a lot going on here. If it weren't for the gym, honestly, I feel like I would have like fell into the depression. It would have fed into self-sabotaging behavior. I want to strive. I have a whole lot of ambition and dreams and vision that goes on throughout my mind. There's a lot of things that I've learned as well. Funnels, marketing, sales, business, fuck. Dude, there's a lot. Hopefully I can share some value about that and just go on here and be able to advance my life. But yeah, I'm only feeling like a failure at 30 because I live at home. At 30. But I guess that's it. I guess that's it from this video. I'm just yapping about rambling too long. I'm just gonna go enjoy the rest of this sun and yeah, have the rest of my matcha tea, and I'll call this video the end. For now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.